Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about the strongest Battlegrounds arena PvP. I know it sounds stupid, but it's actually a unique way to place your fights, like for example in my teamer video. This guy named Rain Howells, a metal bat user who had a skill of ambushing his opponents. I needed to guarantee my victory to win against him, so eventually I switched to metal bat so I can have a higher advantage of winning the fight in his arena. Basically, arena PvP depends on your character and highly on your playstyle. I'll only be talking about the rock, paper, scissors of playstyles: aggressive, passive, and bait. First of all, let's do aggressive versus passive. When fighting, aggressive players will have a disadvantage in fighting against passive players. 1. Passive players keep their distance and wait for the aggressor to rush first. That way they'd have an easier time landing hits and combos. 2. Passive players usually use scare because of the character's ability of counter. If a passive player wants to defend and also do damage, Garu is the best for both, not Atomic. He's pretty shit when it comes to counters. 3. Passive players will have a great time tracking the opponent due to the calmness in their combat. Aggressive being a rock will lose to passive being paper. Passive versus bait. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, this fight would take a while. Well, it won't. You see, playing bait and punish doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have a counter character or beta counter. It also means catch and bait, counter dashing, etc. So in other words, this matchup would only take a few minutes, 5 minutes or less to end the fight. Bait being scissors would win. Aggressive versus bait. Aggressive might be at another disadvantage, but what makes aggressive players win is their reckless playstyle. Bait players will have a harder time tracking the movements of aggressive players. Aggressive wins.